How to get the corner office. I'll share that in today's video. Tune in. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Just recently, I was having a conversation with my coach, and I just recently found an event center adjacent to a restaurant that I've always been going to for quite some time. I never knew they had an event center. And it's a place that I'm going to now use moving forward. They have an event coordinator. It's a beautiful location. The food is fantastic. They have everything I like to deliver primo product to my clients. But what's interesting is the location is right next door to a building that I used to be a stockbroker at 30 years ago. And the corner office of that building overlooked the pool of this event center now that I'm going to be utilizing. It's a hotel, it's got a pool, got a restaurant, and the event center. So I started telling my client, my coach, about this story. It was quite some time ago. It had to be 30 plus years. But I had a friend of mine that had the corner office. It was the primo office. And if you remember Wall Street, there was a certain office, always the corner office that people wanted. And a friend of mine had that office, sharing it with the best friend of the owner of the firm. Now, the best friend of the owner of the firm wasn't necessarily a producer. He was in this office because the owner obviously wanted his best friend to feel the energy from this top producer in the office and hopefully bring his game up. And Perry is his name, who is the owner of the office and the manager, always used to say at the morning meetings, results talk, bullshit walks. So unless you're getting results, I don't want to hear it. So I wanted to share that corner office. That was the office. So I asked Perry, I know Dwight real well. I'd really like to share the corner office with him. I think him and I together in the same office, we can really deliver some serious numbers. And Perry said, on one condition. When the month is up, you need to give it back to Bob. No problem. Well, this was 30 plus years ago, and when you're a stockbroker in your mid-30s or early 30s, you were a little bit arrogant back then. So 30 days was up. I just so happened to have my best month in the business ever. Dwight and I absolutely positively rocked it. No one can touch us as far as production, as far as a two-man office. But about 2 weeks later, Perry came when I was working late one night and said, "Hey, Mike, remember that deal we had?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, what deal?" And he goes, the deal when the month is up, you leave and let Bob back in. I said, "Oh yeah, I changed my mind." And that's not something you say with somebody with a lot of intensity. Perry had a lot of intensity. And for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, there was a pretty good, decent, strong battle going on. To the point that he took a drive in his car, I took a drive in my car just to cool down. And later on, when I'm in that office, later that evening, Perry comes in and said, "Hey, Michael, you got a minute?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "No one ever talked to me in the way you talked to me today. You are one strong dog." Extended his hand. "This office is all yours. Keep up the great work." I realized right then and there that when you feel strongly about something, you're going to be challenged. There's no doubt in my mind. But people aren't looking for yes men. Leaders are looking for people to step up and willing to fight for what they want. And when they meet them, it'll be a little edgy in the beginning because two high-profile strivers both want to win. We were in a 15-minute conversation, I use that lightly, of who wanted to win. But in the end, we both looked at each other like, there's an adversary, there's a competitor, there's a warrior. And those are the type of people, the leaders, the strong dogs, really like doing business with. So I had this conversation. Lee Iacocca said a long time ago in Chrysler, if everybody at this table agrees with me, you're all fired. I need someone to disagree with me and challenge me so we can grow and get better. So as a coach, I love those type of individuals that are willing to challenge me to get better so I can challenge them more to get better. So if you want that corner office, realize what it takes to get that corner office. Now that's an old cliche of years back, but I'm sure in some of those high rises in the brokerage industry and the other professional industries, that there's still people striving for that corner office. But just understand who you need to be to convince yourself and convince the others that you deserve it, that corner office, and not just getting it because of. Hopefully this has been valuable. I just wanted to share. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I wish you a productive, profitable week. Go get them. I'll see you